Good afternoon, campers. We are in Kealakekua Bay in South Kona, Hawaii. And we are going to make one of the things that I love to make when I come here, pineapple salsa.
Tell us how you do it.
That's how you do it. So, in order to begin our lovely salsa, we are going to cut up a pineapple. And this requires a margarita.
Which we made a video on how I made that margarita. I mean, not that margarita, but
So,
a margarita.
One of the things that happens when you travel and rent houses is you have to deal with whatever knife is available at the house. We have sometimes brought our own knives, but this time we didn't. So you just hack your way through. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
And this is, a beautiful, I didn't get enough of this, so I'm going to go a little farther. This is a beautiful Hawaiian pineapple, fresh off the farm. And we are just going to cut the edge off here.
You're making me really nervous.
My fingers aren't anywhere near it.
I know, but still.
Well, except for that one finger, but Carve our way down through this, get all this rough stuff off the outside. And this pineapple
Easy for you to say.
actually doesn't have super large pips. You really do want to get all these things off of here. You don't want to eat them. And there is a technique for that, which I don't think I can do with a knife that's this dull. But what you can observe with a pineapple is the pips always go down in a diagonal. So you can cut the pineapple on a diagonal, take all those little pips out. See if they were still there. It's just always on a diagonal. So you can get all those off your pineapple before you even start to cut it into the pieces that you need for your salsa or whatever you happen to be making.
It's like you're mauling that
Did you see
thing.
how carefully I did that? There is a certain amount of mauling going on this pineapple because of the knife I'm using.
And we've tried every one of the large knives in the house.
Yes, this is the best
Oh,
one.
ooh. Stop going towards, It's a long drive to the hospital
Well, we're
here.
a long way from the hospital.
I know, and I've had some cocktails, so it's a really bad idea right now.
Okay, so I think we're getting down
That
to
looks good.
the stuff we really want here. I would just take this much more out a couple times, but you get the whole diagonal thing. In a perfect world, you can make a pineapple that just looks beautiful with those diagonal cuts. If you have a nice knife. But we're going to make it through this. It's going to be all right.
We made it through everything else so far.
No one's going to lose any limbs. We just need to get this out of our way. And fortunately, we're here in Hawaii, so there's a nice compost pile for all this stuff. And then we are just going to take some fairly thin slices of our pineapple. This is what we really want for a pineapple salsa, is just a really nice dice. So if we start with a thin slice, and there is another way to do this, but I've already started, so
Well, you've done half. You could
We'll go
always
this
show.
way. I don't
Two
think
ways.
we diced the other half yet. But look at all this I left.
Yeah, always cut away from yourself.
Yeah, like that.
Stop it.
This knife,
No, you can
I
cut
could put
yourself.
this knife right here and it wouldn't cut me.
You can cut yourself worse with a dull knife.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is go in one direction, very thin, like a 1/4 inch. And so here's the trick to this. When you pull the knife out, often the slices come with it. So if you just put your finger there, you can hold it shape. Now I'm using the core and everything in my salsa. Because I'm cutting it up so small, if you want to take the core out first, go right ahead. But it's going to give this a little bit of a bite, which is nice.
You have some nature helpers.
I do. And as soon as the ants figure out about this, we'll have even more.
We'll leave a feast out here for them.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is quite the knife here. So, then all you do is you just turn your little carefully curated pile around and do the other cut, the opposite cut. Again, I'm just trying to keep a 1/4 inch dice here, so. Oh, you hear that bird in the background?
Yeah.
Oh. The whole thing fell apart.
Well, this is the beauty of it, though. Matthew likes to just sit and carefully cut everything.
Yeah.
It can take an hour to
Just
just.
spend a lot of time with this,
I'm trying to keep the fly away.
and I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you don't have to do a whole bunch at once.
Even with a dull knife, you see, you can do it this way. Just remember to keep your this thumb, behind your other fingers, and keep your fingers curved, and you won't lose any digits doing this.
Yeah, a piano player wouldn't want to lose any digits.
All right, so there's that. I think I'm going to cut some more for this project, but for right now, that's good enough. And well, I'll show you the other method. Here we go. The other way to go is to cut down do your little cuts here.
Kind of like you do an onion.
Yeah, the same way I do an onion. Just dice it here and then cut slices off. And that works pretty well. Kelly doesn't like to share with her
No,
flying friends.
not flies. They're gross.
And
Oh,
this,
look, it's also a MasterChef cutting board.
oh, Master Chef. This will work actually better with a sharp knife. So,
Oh, we're not giving them any,
but you can do this with a
Promotion.
butter knife. Apparently. How is it?
yeah, that's super sweet. Well, it's really ripe. It's perfectly ripe.
Yes, this is.
It's hard to get
Gorgeous.
pineapples that color at home unless you let them sit around on your counter.
So see, once you dice it from the top, then you just take that slice and it's all diced up. And that's as far down as I went. I went a little farther right here, but that's that. And you have a nice, beautiful dice. I have to eat that. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
It's on your face.
All right, so vacation, you have to have margaritas or something. I have all my other ingredients already cut up, so we're going to come back and assemble this salsa. All right, so this is the garden out behind our rental. If this were mine, there would be papayas, there would be lots more food out here. But they do have some. And like this beautiful mango tree. We'll get to the mangoes later in another video, but these are really good mangoes. And over here,
Oh, I got poked by this earlier. Up.
Beautiful lime tree. These are pretty typical of Kona limes. They're not your green wax-coated, bright green things that you find in the grocery store. They have their own personality.
And they're really round too.
And they are very round. But yeah, let's bring these in for our salsa. It's probably more than we need, but we're going to make another salsa
And more margaritas.
in a couple of days. Oh, more. Yeah, definitely need them for margaritas. All right, so we're ready to assemble our salsa. We have our pineapple all nicely diced, and I have cut up 2 Serranos. Now, these were huge Serranos. That's a lot for 2 Serranos. I've never seen Serranos that big.
Do you want to use all that?
And I
don't think you have to.
We'll start not.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, and I did taste test them, and they were very hot. So.
Okay, that's going to be plenty.
And I did a whole bunch of cilantro. I mean, not a whole bunch is in a whole lot, but a whole bunch is in what they sell at the store.
Oh, yeah, at the store here.
Yeah, whatever. That's a, kind of a random measurement. And this is half of a Maui sweet onion.
It was a large onion.
Very large. And then 2 Waimea tomatoes. So you see that what we're doing here is we're trying to use the ingredients that came from close by. And we're going to use also about a teaspoon of California and Hawaii cane sugar. I don't even know where they make that anymore because
they don't here.
They quit making sugar on Maui, so who knows where that came from, but it says California and Hawaii. You know what's missing?
I didn't know that. What?
Salt.
Oh. We'll
season it. So
we'll pause.
We will have to season this. Right, so let's pause for a moment. So here we are. Once again, you never know what you're going to find in a rental house. This one actually has kosher salt. So when
it's coarse too, so be careful.
When we were coming here, we were thinking about making a curry and all the things we'd have to bring to add curry, to make curry. And this time in this house, all the curry spices are here. Everything you would need. There's fish sauce. There's multiple containers of fish sauce. It's like, okay.
I told you we should have checked out the house first because you never know.
We went and bought one.
Yeah, now we have like 5 things of fish sauce here. For what, a tablespoon? Okay, go.
So here's some of the beautiful limes. I'm just going to use, looks like I'm going to
show what that looks like.
I might only use one of them. These are definitely not your seedless variety.
No.
Get rid of those seeds and add some more. All right, so now we have everything in here, and it's just going to be a matter of adjusting to taste. Look at that, isn't that beautiful?
It is.
And it's all fresh, local ingredients. And we're thinking we might even cook some beef ribs with this stuff, or put it on it afterwards.
Mm. We got a giant bag of chips. We'll just be snacking on this for a little while.
That's fine just as it is right now. Tasting it makes me want to have some corn in there, but we don't have any corn, so forget it. But there you have pineapple salsa a la Kona. Thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen, and we'll see you next time. Oh, hush.